Welcome back to the PlayBook, where today I'm joined again with my brother, my cousin, Daoud.
Hello, welcome back everyone. Happy to be back after international break. For me, I hate international break. I'm so happy the Premier League is finally back.
So to start off, I'm going to introduce a new type of game format, a new type of, I won't call it game show, but kind of new game that I wanted to put before the start of every video and kind of like test your knowledge a bit.
All right.
You know, obviously you did say that you have great ball knowledge.
Yeah.
You know a lot about football.
Yeah.
So basically this is guess the career path.
Guess the career path. All right.
So I'm going to read, obviously you know how it works.
Yeah.
When I read the name of the team and stuff and the year that they're playing there and stuff. But I'm going to put it on the screen as well for the people at home so they can also guess it and see if they can get it before you. So basically, it's a race against you basically.
Okay.
So I'm going to start off very easy.
Yeah.
So this one you should get. I'll be very disappointed if you don't get this one.
I don't get that. All right.
Nah, I'll be very disappointed. This one's quite easy. I'm going to put it on screen. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put each team so I don't give it away straight away. So starting off, he started his senior career in 1989. Yeah. At Sporting Lisbon.
Okay.
Playing 129 games, scoring 16 goals. Yeah. So then he moved to Barcelona in 1995.
Okay.
Yeah, and was there for a total of 5 years. Playing 172 games,
I know who it is.
scoring 30 goals.
Luis Figo.
Oh, well, yeah. You know what? Fair play. It's very easy. It is an easy one.
And when you said Sporting Lisbon
to Barcelona. The minute I mentioned the next team, it would have been light work. When I said Real Madrid,
I would have known.
it would have been light work.
Yeah.
So you know what it was? That was just a teaser. That was just, I wanted to see where you was at. I thought the pressure, the lights. I thought you'd get a bit nervous. But
I don't feel pressure.
This one, I'll be disappointed if you don't get this one.
Okay.
This is testing you as a fan of your club. So, he started his senior career in 1992. The year he was born. 1992.
I was born 1992.
1992.
Okay.
At Tottenham Hotspur. Playing 255 games. Only scoring 10 goals. He then moved in 2001 to Arsenal, playing 135 games, scoring 8 goals.
Sol Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it.
Nah, yeah, you should have got Arsenal.
I knew that, bro. My ball knowledge is unreal. Like when you literally said 1992.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm literally going through like which Spurs player, and then when you said
Arsenal straight away. I expected you to get that one.
Yeah.
This one is difficult.
All right.
This one's difficult. It's difficult and it's easy
for
because
certain people.
No, there's a lot of teams here.
Yeah.
But so he started his senior career. This is the last one, by the way.
All right.
He started his senior career in 1999 at West Ham, playing 93 games, scoring 29 goals. He then moved on loan during that period. He moved on loan in 2000 to 2001, playing 29 games, scoring 18 goals for Bournemouth.
Wait.
It would be impressive if you get it straight away.
1998.
So he started his career in 1999.
1999.
And till 2004 at West Ham. While he was at West Ham, he had a loan spell to Bournemouth, playing 29 games, scoring 18 goals.
Is it Joe Cole?
No.
Okay, carry on.
It's a good guess, but...
All right.
Then, in 2004, he left West Ham and signed for Tottenham Hotspur, playing 139 games, scoring 43 goals.
All right.
You know, the goals gives you a big enough clue. If I didn't give you goals, it'd be difficult.
How many goals?
43 goals.
In?
139 appearances.
West Ham to Bournemouth to Spurs.
Yeah. So now he's at Spurs in 2008. In 2008, that same year, he went to Portsmouth on loan.
Oh. Peter Crouch.
No.
What?
He was too confident with that one. What? But the thing is, it says here, he had one appearance at Portsmouth and he only scored 1 goal.
All right.
Yeah. Then he signed with Portsmouth permanently in 2008, that same year, so it must have been in the summer, playing 30 games that following season, scoring 14 goals.
Okay. Is he a black guy?
Yeah.
Black guy, okay.
This next one should really, really, really give it off. If this next one doesn't give it, the next one after that should give it off.
Okay.
So after Portsmouth in 2009, he signed for Spurs in 2009, straight after Portsmouth. Again.
Oh, I know who it is. How did I not know who it was?
Please tell me you know it.
Jermaine Defoe.
Yes.
How did I not know it's not Jermaine
No,
Defoe?
he had a lot. This guy was a journeyman.
Oh,
But the thing is, the fact he was a journeyman, he went to a lot of the same clubs.
He went to Bournemouth.
Yeah, Bournemouth.
Yeah, I should know.
He went to Bournemouth in 2001, but you have to remember he went to Bournemouth in 2020 as well. 2017.
Wow.
So I remember when it was like that Bournemouth.
Yeah.
But the one that would have really, really gave it away is Toronto in 2014.
Oh yeah.
That would have really, really gave it away.
But I got it early, bro.
Yeah.
Three teams.
Yeah.
14.
To be fair, there's about 6 left. 6 teams left that he's been at that. If you didn't get it then, it would have been. I'd have been quite nervous for you. But yeah. So that's that. Yeah, it's 2. I'd say 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
2 you got easy, which I expected.
Yeah.
The third one is difficult. I knew the third one would throw you off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was thinking of Peter Crouch. That's the first one I thought.
Peter Crouch, yeah.
Peter
I
Crouch.
just thought the latter, the more I went on in terms of the other teams like Sunderland, Bournemouth, Rangers, I knew you would have.
Yeah.
It would have been quite poor. You got
Yeah.
that, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that bit of the segment. Something that we're going to introduce now.
What's the game called?
Guess the career path.
Guess the career path.
Guess
Alright.
the career path. So hopefully the people at home got that as well. I know a couple people that are shocking ball knowledge that we know.
Yeah.
That ain't getting none of them.
Then 0 out of 0.
So yeah, this is something I'm gonna do every game. You can test me as well, like in
Alright.
future videos and stuff. Obviously, my ball knowledge is incredible, but
So
yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that bit.
I'm gonna give you some soft ones.
Yeah, we'll see, man. My
Soft
knowledge is
ones. We'll get 0 out of 0.
I'm
man.
what's it called? Encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia, bro.
I don't know what that is, but I agree with
It's
you.
the dictionary, the other dictionary, bro. It just rolls off the tongue, bro. It's like that, but ready to talk football, ready to talk real football.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, excited that the Premier League's back. International break felt like a month, you know.
Yeah.
But today, primarily, we're gonna focus on derbies.
Yeah.
Because as we know, the biggest, the best derby for me in Europe
Yeah.
is happening this weekend.
1,000,000%.
On Sunday, 2 o'clock,
Yeah.
Arsenal go over to Spurs.
Yep.
You know, slight underdogs. Arsenal right now with the injuries we got and stuff.
Really?
Obviously, we'll go into more into that details. But in my opinion,
Okay.
slight underdogs.
Yeah.
It's margins,
Yeah.
but obviously we're gonna go into a bit of detail with the North London derby. But
Yeah.
before we talk about the derby, North London derby, I want to focus primarily just on derbies in general
Yeah.
and how derbies are not the same as they once were.
Yeah.
Talk about the hype of them and not as exciting, especially in the Premier League.
Yeah.
I think outside the Premier League they are, but focus on like what our top 5 derbies as well will be in Europe, because I can't put. There's a lot of derbies in the Premier League that I'm not putting in.
Yeah.
A lot that contain Man United.
Yeah.
A lot that contain Liverpool. I'm not putting in because they're not entertaining. I don't get excited to watch fixtures. But to start off, I want to talk about what would y'all be top 5 derbies.
Oh.
You can say in the world, you can say in the Premier League, but what would you be?
Yeah.
Because I've based it on Europe.
Yeah. I think nowadays, because players are so like, they enjoy each other's company. They don't have that kind of rivalry like it was back in the day.
Yeah,
They don't hate each other.
It's not
anymore.
hatred, yeah,
There's
yeah.
no more hatred. That's why for me derbies have died down a lot, because you see, especially massive derbies before the game in the touchline, you see a lot of players hugging each other, kissing each other. They know each other personally, too friendly, and you know. And also, you could also say the VAR and officiating has also killed the derbies as well, because back in the days you can get away with a lot of stuff. Now there's cameras everywhere. You can't get away with anything nowadays.
Yeah.
So for me, that rivalry nowadays is gone.
It's gone, yeah.
Yeah, because I would have put Man United, Man City in there, but you can see how friendly the Man United players are now with the City players.
Yeah.
You see. Even like the United fans, they even know when City come to Old Trafford, they know it's going to be a cooking season. It's going to be
battering,
yeah, they're going to get battered, and there's not. I think they've only won a couple of times against City, and especially not even being in like a title race with them. I think that's a major factor as well, because City are usually challenging for the title. Man United are challenging for top 4, top 6, whatever. So I was not going to put them in there, but for me, one of them that for me I always think about a lot, outside of England, for me, is Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid.
Wow.
I think that derby,
Proper
for me,
derby.
that's still got that kind of bit of rivalry.
Yeah.
Because you still see Diego Simeone and the way that Atletico Madrid players play. And they always, against Real Madrid, underdogs. And for me, I don't know how they haven't won the Champions League. Those two finals against Real Madrid.
They got
when
robbed.
They conceded, in
Hey,
the
I'm
last
scared,
second
man.
of the game. Sergio Ramos header, equaliser.
Hey, that was
extra
corruption.
time.
Corruption.
That was out of nowhere.
Corruption.
The other game they played against them, they lost a penalty shootout, and it's like, that's what you call a proper derby. That's what you call hatred for each other. I remember there was a Super Cup one, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and I think it was Alvaro Morata was through on goal.
Oh, yeah.
And then was it
Valverde?
Valverde
Took him out. Killed him.
Killed him. Took him out. Got the red card. And Real Madrid end up winning an extra time. Yeah. And it's like...
it meant something.
Yeah.
Bragging rights.
That is like a proper derby. If you see them in the Premier League, they're not doing it in the Premier League.
No.
Yeah, and it's like, for me, that is one that I enjoy a lot watching.
Yeah.
In Europe as well. Another one in Europe I like watching, I would probably say it'd have to be AC Milan, Inter Milan. I think that's still because they both still play at the same stadium. They both got that same rivalry, same city. And I think we saw them the first time in a long time playing against each other in the Champions League last season.
Yeah.
Well,
was it semi-final?
Yeah, semi-final. That was a very, very good game. Number 3, I'm going to have to come back to England. And I'm going to say Liverpool, Man City.
Wow.
I think...
Would you say that's more competitive rivalry? That's like competitive derby.
Yeah. There's not much hatred for each other, but you can see players still don't like each other.
Yeah, of course.
A lot of Liverpool players don't like the City players, and I think every time City have come to Anfield in the Premier League, they haven't won. And most of the time when Liverpool go to City, they don't usually win much.
Pick up points.
Yeah, so it's one of those ones where you don't know who's going to win. And you don't know what kind of scoreline is going to be, and I think that's more of a competitive derby instead of an actual derby. Number 4, that is a tough one, but I'm probably gonna put United Arsenal. I think United Arsenal. I think the fans hate each other, and I think United and Arsenal on social media.
It's more of an online derby.
The way they hate each other. Like, I hate United fans, and United fans hate us. And it's one of those ones where it's always been like that. And I think with Arsenal fans, we've got like trauma from a young age. And if you're an Arsenal fan growing up, like in 2008, 9, 10, 11, where we're regularly getting hammered, going to secondary school, and you're coming and you're losing 8-2, and you're thinking, like, I cannot wait to go to school. Like, I'm dreading to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's one of those ones where I hated United. And I think it stemmed from those days as well. Especially United fans, like Gas Fergie winning the league, winning the Champions League, where's the Champions League? And I think those are more fans hate each other. United Arsenal fans hate each other to the bone. And it's more fans than the players. And I think the last one, obviously, for me, the greatest derby in Europe, the North London derby.
Of course.
That one, the fans hate each other, the players hate each other. You don't see players friendly with each other. And I think most of the time, it's fighting for top 4, fighting to win the league, fighting for something. And, Arsenal fans will never forgive Spurs for letting City win last season when we lost the league and Son missing. And I think Spurs fans want to win a trophy, and I think they want to, bragging rights. And I think that one for me has always had that, something about it. Then other derbies haven't. And I think that's what I put number 1 at Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, that's quite similar to mine.
Yeah.
In a way, coupling them. I've got one in there that people will be a bit surprised with. Okay. I didn't expect Arsenal United. I think that's more historical.
Yeah,
it is more historical than anything. But for my top 5, number 1, I'm gonna start from number 1 and just go down. So the one I think is the best, North London derby.
Yeah.
Obviously, people are gonna say I'm an Arsenal fan. You're biased.
Yeah.
There's stuff riding on it for you, but I just think even for a neutral, in terms of pure entertainment, in terms of hatred, like you said, in terms of, I don't know, just if you watch that game as a neutral, you think about it. We were 3-0 up. The last game we faced them, we were 3-0 up.
Yeah.
We thought the game was done.
Yeah.
They came back, made it 3-2. Last 10 minutes was mental. And then that game was crazy. Yeah. Forget about even that game. Go back into, I think it was October, September 2023, when we faced them at Emirates. 2-2. We score, they score. We score a penalty, then Jorginho makes a mistake.
Yeah.
To make it 2-2. And then that's an insane game. Even if you go back to last season as well, when we battered them at home, 2-0. Like, it's entertainment. There's always entertainment in that game. There's always something happening. There's fights. There's pure hate. That's when you speak about derbies. If anyone wanted to ask you, explain what a derby is, just put Tottenham Put Arsenal Tottenham game on.
Yeah.
It's just pure hatred, pure chaos. You don't know what to expect, and that's why I'm excited for the weekend. Second, staying in the Premier League, I put Liverpool United.
Ooh, okay.
I put them. Liverpool batter United all the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, that 7-0, historical. They beat them 2 weeks ago, 3-0, no problem. Swept them under the carpet, no problem. Second gear stuff. But I think that's another game. In terms of hatred, is still there. They still hate each other.
Yeah.
I know you're talking to some of the English teams. They do like each other too much, a bit too friendly with each other. But I still think there's hatred in the players and outside of even the club and with the fans and how close cities are. And there's pure hatred there. I've seen it firsthand. There's proper hatred there. Then I'm going over to Italy, same as you. AC Milan, Inter Milan.
Yeah.
I think the fact they share the same stadium is mental.
I know.
And they hate each other. Obviously, they've got that ongoing battle with Dumfries and Theo Hernandez, and we see them fighting every game, and that's entertainment. Even the games, they're quite balanced. The team's quite balanced. Even though Inter Milan have been doing well the past couple of years, it's a good derby in that sense.
Yeah.
My fourth one is kind of off the cuff. It is a derby. Technically, it is a derby, but people will be shocked with it. It's Chelsea Spurs.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just think people are gonna think straight away, Battle of the Bridge.
Yeah.
But it's not only the Battle of the Bridge. You have to go back even to last season. Not even last season, 2 seasons ago, when you go Thomas Tuchel versus Conte, when they were fighting on the touchline.
Yeah.
That game was crazy.
Yeah.
Even go back to last season, when 4-1, Nicolas Jackson scored a hat-trick. The things that happen in that game, you don't see every other game. You don't see other derbies.
Yeah.
Chelsea and Spurs really hate each other. And some Spurs fans do hate Chelsea more than they hate Arsenal. You know? And
never knew that.
yeah, that derby is really strong. So I put them as fourth. I feel as though that's purely based on the game. I think it's just pure entertainment.
Yeah.
The game, hatred, I love it. That's what I want from a derby. If that's a bit similar to the North London derby.
Yeah.
And then to end it, I know you said Real Madrid, Atletico, that's a pure derby. But I put for a game for its historical value, I put Madrid Barcelona. I know it's not technically a derby, but it's a Clasico.
Yeah.
I've just put them in there because purely historical value.
Okay.
I just think the history behind that game, obviously I know now there's not many there is a lot of superstars now. I think there was a period, I think in 2018, 19, there wasn't a lot of superstars there.
Yeah.
I think once Messi and Ronaldo left, the kind of hype of it kind of went.
Yeah.
But I feel as though now you're seeing the emergence of it when you got people like Jude Bellingham, you got people like Lamine Yamal, you got people like Vinicius, Rodrigo, Mbappe, you forgot about him.
Yeah.
I think that game is going to become a lot more entertaining than people expect, definitely this season. So that's my top 5. I put North London derby straight at the top because I just feel as though entertainment. But the reason I didn't have games like City, United, and other games like that, and Liverpool, Everton, is because these teams just batter them. There's no competitiveness. When Liverpool face Everton, you expect Liverpool to win. When City face United, you expect City to win. So I don't really go look forward to that game and think, wow, With Arsenal Spurs, it's like you expect Arsenal to win, but Spurs could do something. Like, for example, that's what I'm saying. Sunday, we are slight underdogs, but
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you don't. I don't expect to go to Spurs. Like, personally, when we had Odegaard, if we had Rice, all these guys, I'd expect to go to 3-0 wipe the floor with them. Home rate, I don't care about them.
Yeah.
But the fact that we've got so many players out, I don't know what to expect from that.
Okay.
I really don't know what to expect about that. But if you want to have your kind of like, what's your opinions on the Premier League derby? So, like, for example, Liverpool, Everton's. Yeah. Do you still think they're like competitive? What do you think about them ones?
I think one thing we haven't spoken about yet, it's a lot of teams now in the Premier League are moving to new stadiums. Yeah. And I think one of that might be a major factor as well in teams losing that kind of rivalry, because us going to White Hart Lane was a big derby, and there's a period from I think it was like 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17 where we didn't win White Hart Lane, and we used to get battered there. And then I remember Harry Kane scoring them 2 goals when Ospina was in goal. I remember when we got a red card and Alexis Sanchez made it 2-2 at White Hart Lane. There was quite a lot of those games where going there was like, okay, we're going to White Hart Lane. And I think now you'll see, Everton moving to a new stadium. I think a lot of teams when they move into new stadium, you kind of lose that kind of edge.
Element,
that element of actually, okay, we're going to a historic stadium.
Yeah. It's going there to win.
Yeah, and it's like when you go to a brand new stadium, like us when we first went to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, it didn't feel like this is Spurs' stadium.
Yeah.
And I think and it was I think it was a period of time where Spurs were playing at Wembley, and it wasn't. Yeah, and I think that's a major factor as well now, because a lot of Premier League teams now want to catch up to the elite, and they want to build a
It's
new
commercial
stadium,
and all
more
that stuff.
capacity.
Yeah, of course.
And I saw pictures of the Everton new stadium. It looks so bland.
It looks like Tesco.
Yeah, it looks so
It
bland.
looks like Tesco.
And it's like you're moving from Goodison Park to that.
Yeah. Goodison Park's historical.
Yeah,
we've
and
been
it's
to
like,
Goodison
yeah,
Park.
I understand Spurs going from White Hart Lane to Spurs
Yeah,
Stadium
yeah,
because it's massive.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like unreal.
Yeah.
But teams are like, even United now, there's rumours that they want a
Stadium, yeah.
new stadium.
That'd be quite
Chelsea,
sad. Yeah.
Chelsea recently
Chelsea will be upset.
thinking about moving to a new stadium or renovating their one. So it's like a lot of teams now building new stadiums, and that kind of loses that kind of edge. And the way they're like designed now.
Yeah.
It's
all
like
futuristic.
Yeah, it's too
and
futuristic. It's too like commercialized.
Everything's commercialized. Yeah.
and it's like you go there, you got a lounge, you got this, you got
Yeah,
that, you got.
yeah. It's a
you know,
nightclub.
yeah, and
It's
it's not like you go through them gates. You're straight into the.
Yeah,
onto the
you
to the-
feel like you're in a stadium. You feel like you're in a
Yeah,
nightclub.
like well, we went to Goodison Park.
Yeah.
You literally go through the gates and you're literally at the stadium.
You can
and
see
it's-
the grass from the turnstile. You can literally look
Yeah.
over and you can see the grass.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah.
we're gonna lose that kind of like historical
Historical
like,
value.
Yeah, and like
No, I
when you
agree.
smell it and stuff like yeah.
No, I
think
agree.
that's a major
But
factor.
I agree. So now we're gonna focus primarily on the North London derby, the biggest fixture on the weekend. But before we get into all of that, I want to throw something at you off the cuff. Mikel Arteta today signed a new contract, 3-year deal, long term. I'll say long, short term and immediate future is decided now.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Are you happy with the contract? You happy with the fact that we signed him to a contract? Obviously, he had his contract was running out in 12 months, though.
Yeah, I actually didn't even know his contract running out until I found out recently that he signed a new contract. He's going to be the second highest paid manager after Pep Guardiola. I think he's going to be earning close to £10 million a year for the next 3 years.
Fair play.
And I think the owners, Stan Kroenke, I think Edu, I think they know they can't get rid of Arteta. And I think, especially the owners, this is the owner's perspective. This is not our perspective.
Yeah,
I think the owners are thinking he's bringing us Champions League football, which is a lot of money every single season.
Yeah.
He's making us competitive again, which is when you're competitive, especially like if you saw last season, I think like the last 10 games was on TV every single game.
Yeah.
So when it even comes to marketing wise,
commercially,
it's
benefit.
increasing our value. So they're thinking, okay, trophies is a priority, but in the medium term, what he's doing for us, commercial wise and bringing in income wise, he's doing more than what we're gonna be giving him every single year. And I think even footballing wise, who's out there for me that can do what Arteta's doing right now? People are gonna say, "Oh, Zidane's not gonna come to us."
No.
You know, Tuchel, the way he plays is completely different. That's like doing a U-turn. That you wasted 5 years with Arteta if you're gonna bring in Tuchel. You know, there's not a lot of managers, so I think I'm happy with the signing. I'm happy he's staying for the next 3 years, and I think he even said like he's the backing that he's getting from Josh Kroenke and Stan Kroenke. He hasn't had this kind of backing ever. Especially when he was at City. City, the owners were very good owners, but he said that these Arsenal owners are on a next level. Yeah. So we'll see what we do. And I think, that's one thing off the shelf now where we don't have to worry about. And I think, this season, the manager signed now. He's done it early now, so he's not prolonging to
good
the
timing.
season. And then now, season starts, we'll smash it out.
Fully focused on that now.
What do you think?
I think it's... Oh, of course, Arteta in.
Okay.
I love Arteta. Even though sometimes he does get on my nerves, of course. That's
Yeah.
I think with every manager you can be critical with him. But
would you have given him the contract now or waited for him to prove himself at the end of the season?
No. He's proved himself enough.
Okay.
Like Arteta doesn't need to prove himself no more. He worked for his contract. He proved himself. He earned that contract in 2022 when we gave him the contract, even when he bottled top four.
Yeah.
But he earned it to take us in that conversation. Then the year after, challenging, and then obviously last season, he's earned the contract, definitely. Like, you can't say, he's not good enough, and he doesn't earn it. But
you see a lot of Arsenal fans saying he has to win something first to earn the contract.
No, that's ridiculous. You can't give contracts based on trophies. He has took us to a position where Arsenal fans' expectations have gone higher.
Yeah.
So now we expect to win.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to think 5 years ago we weren't even in a conversation. Now we're in conversations, expectation to win everything. Not only the Premier League, Champions League, and
getting a goal against City or Liverpool was an accomplishment.
Oh yeah,
we scored against them. Yeah, in. Like
losing 2-0 sometimes was like, wow,
like,
we didn't get battered.
Yeah,
like, bro, he took us from literally the slums, the back streets, and brought us to somewhere where, bro, I never thought would be. And the thing is now, I don't want him to dwell and think, okay, we're happy to be here, and I want to take the next step and then win. Winning under Arteta will be the best thing ever.
Okay.
But if Arteta don't win, I don't mind winning under someone else. So it's not safe. Of course, it's not safe. We have an expectation, and we have expectations for him. and he has to deliver. But I'm happy with the extension. It's come at the right time
All
before the North London
all
derby.
the Arsenal fans would say he's had the backing
Yeah.
that Emery didn't have, Emery didn't get.
Yeah.
He had the backing that Wenger didn't get.
But he's shown that you can trust him with the backing. Like, Emery had a period where, listen, Emery bottled top 4 and Europa League in the same season. Of course, he took us there with a worse squad. I hear that. But the following season, it was unsustainable. The amount of shots we conceded at Watford, that period from August to November was one of the worst periods ever as an Arsenal fan. Like, we got ridiculed. Arteta came into that. And he had moments where he won the FA Cup in that season straight up away, but he had moments the next season where we thought his job was on the line.
Yeah.
But no, I think he deserves to get back. He's proved why he's a top talent. If he does leave Arsenal, a lot of clubs want him. He has been linked with Barcelona, PSG, these top clubs. He's a top manager. He's a top level manager now. And I know people say he has to win something, but there's a lot of managers that haven't won anything that still get classed as top class managers. With Pochettino and these guys. But I think once he wins the first Premier League, the first Champions League, and even if he collects like FA Cups, Carabao Cups, then he's going to be in that elite kind of conversation. Not I'm talking Pep Guardiola, but I'm saying the one that won the trophies. But I think it's come at a perfect time as well. Just before the North London derby, it gives the players a bit of a boost now. He's here to stay. 12 months is a bit nerve-wracking. But in terms of the North London derby, what's your kind of feelings with the game? What do you expect now? I did mention earlier in the video that we are... I don't think... It's a bold statement, but I don't think we are underdogs, but there is a sense of that. We lost a lot of key players. So what's your kind of feeling? Are you confident?
I think in the last 3 years, for me, going to White Hart Lane, facing Spurs at home, we're not underdogs anymore. And I think Spurs now... I've watched Spurs' last 3 games. Newcastle, Everton, Leicester, and they're not performing to that level where you think, wow, we should be afraid of them. I think the players that they have now compared to the decline of Spurs, I'm looking at the decline of Spurs. You've said they're the most exciting project. I think Spurs will always be Spurs, and I think now I'm excited to see a different Arsenal now. And I'm excited to see what kind of formation we're going to play. We're going to do a 4-4-2. Because Spurs now, usually, if we had everyone fully fit, they will know what to expect. Yeah. But now, going to that game, are we going to play a 3 at the back? Are we going to play a 4-4-2? Are we going to play a 4-3-3? No one knows. Is he going to play, Sterling as a false 9? Is he going to play Saka number 10? So it's like, no one knows how we're going to play. And I think teams like Arsenal now, have to start winning games when we have injuries. City do it when they have Haaland missing for 2 months, De Bruyne missing for 3 months. They've got injuries left, right, and centre. Where the last 2 seasons, let's be honest, we've had it comfortable. Especially we've only lost 1 player or 2 players max. But now obviously we've got 3 players missing in Mikel Merino, Rice, and Odegaard. 3 major midfielders. The players that are on the bench have been moaning that they're not playing any games.
Now they got the chance.
Prove yourself. Prove yourself. Jorginho, prove yourself. Havertz, you bought him for £65 million. Wanyeri, if you've got, the maturity to play at 17 for Arsenal, if he's good enough, you're old enough. And it might be a situation where Wanyeri comes on or he starts the game, and Spurs obviously don't know who he is.
They don't know what to expect.
They don't know what to expect. He has a worldie, and you're thinking, wow, he's special.
This could be his moment.
This could be your moment. Where I remember years ago when we had, I think it was a couple of players injured, and Smith Rowe got into the team. And it was against Chelsea. Smith Rowe got into the team.
Saved Arteta's job.
So it might be a situation where when Yeri comes in and everyone's thinking, this should be your moment. He should be thinking, Odegaard's injured for a month, 2 months, whatever he's injured for. This is my moment now. This is my moment to, make a difference. I saw him highlights playing for the under-19s, under-18s England in international break.
Oh, yeah.
He had a worldie game, class game. So you think we're underdogs? For me, it's more balanced. If we had everyone fit, it would have been, like you said, 3-0.
It would have been a walk
3-4-0. But for me now, looking to that game, a 2 p.m. kickoff on a Sunday at White Hart Lane, we should be going there. We should be winning.
Oh, yeah, we should be confident. I agree with what you're saying, but it's not a thing of we're underdogs. It's a thing of, like, we're missing our captain. We're missing Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Like, you'd rather miss anyone but Declan Rice because the amount of ground he covers is a space eater. You know what I'm saying? So that is a big thing. Moreno, of course, people can't say we're missing Moreno because we've never seen him. So we don't know what to expect. I doubt he would have started this game anyway. Obviously, with whether he played Brighton or not, I don't think he would have started. So I just think in terms of that, You know, obviously Calafiori, we don't know if he's injured or not. We don't know if he's training.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
We don't know a lot what's happening with him.
Yeah.
The front line, you know, only Saka and Havertz are really firing right now. You don't know
Yeah.
what to expect from Martinelli. Jesus, you don't know if he's back.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of question marks about what to expect. And it is exciting because it's like, we don't know as fans what we're going to get. We don't know what to expect. But talk a bit about Odegaard's injury. Like, how annoying. Like, it was the second game. I thought, come on, we've got through it now. Because every international break, I always think, it's a risk. Saka. I always look at Saka. He's the one that I think is going to fall.
Yeah.
But Odegaard, the guy that I always thought, the guy is so durable. I thought, no.
Yeah.
Ankle done.
I think, like what they did with the Mikel Merino injury, he's out for a couple of weeks. We find out he's out for 2 months.
Yeah.
I think that ankle injury, the worst case scenario for me right now is out for 2-3 months. I think worst case scenario. Best case, people are saying he's back in 3 weeks. The way he twisted his ankle.
No, that was different.
3 weeks.
Could have broke it.
He even, I think the medical team, Norwegian medical team said the way he was crying, he thought he did his ligaments, or he was like, the way he was reacting, he thought, I'm out for 3-4 months. And I think these international breaks, mid-season,
waste of time.
Like, I do not understand. They should do a period where, like, you should have a 3-week period where before the season starts, or, you know, winter break, where you just do 3 weeks where you play international football. I don't know why they do. Premier League starts 2 weeks later, international break, and then we're gonna play another 3 weeks.
It's 4 weeks. There's another one.
There's another international break. I hate international breaks. Like these new tournaments, the Nation League. Like, what is the purpose of this tournament?
Did you watch the England game the other day?
Yeah, I watched.
How boring!
No, I didn't watch the Finland game. No, I didn't watch that
my
game.
God, it was.
I don't watch these games. I only watched the first game in England because I was at work and I had to watch something.
Yeah.
But these kind of like games, man,
It's
like
pointless.
It is so pointless. The pitches, like some of the pitches that they go to, terrible for these players. And for me, players now should be more wise. If they feel a bit of a niggle,
he was already injured. At Brighton, he was hobbling off. He came off.
Yeah, and it's like,
why on earth? And he played both games. Why?
I don't understand it. Like, look at Phil Foden. He dropped out.
Yeah.
You saw a couple of other City
Cole
players.
Palmer pulled out.
And it's like, Saka, when I saw him starting against Finland,
back-to-back games, mental.
I thought, why is he starting back-to-back games?
Give
him Madueke a start.
Yeah, it made
Put
no
Saka
sense.
on for the last 10 minutes.
No sense.
And
Saliba started both games for France. And played 90 for both.
That I don't understand.
Gabriel as well. Like, our players, and that's the thing that interesting what you're saying. That's the thing of two things. The first thing is, when you are a good squad, and the more your players get better, the more they get relied on by the national team. Yeah. For example, when Saka first became part of the England squad, he was seen as a fringe player that would come in as a sub 60th minute. And at that moment of time, I was always like, I want to see more of Saka with England. I want to see him thriving. I know he's got what it takes to take it to the next level. Once he gets in that position where he's starting for England now, he's literally England's go-to guy. You know, same with a lot of these players now. We were screaming for how long Saliba. How is Saliba not starting for France? Why is Saliba not starting for France? He starts for France, and now we're a bit cagey the fact that he's playing 2 back-to-back. But when you have the best players in them positions, they're gonna play. Gabriel now. How many years have we saying? Why is Gabriel not getting a minute for France? For Brazil over certain players like the one at Juventus, Bremer. How is he not starting over these guys? And now they are starting. We're kind of upset. So I get it because the players we're getting are becoming. Havertz as well played a lot for Germany. They are great players and they are top of the food chain out of in terms of them. But
did Declan Rice play 90 minutes second game?
Both games, yeah. Both games.
I think one of the main reasons Declan Rice played 90 minutes because he's got
the red card.
Yeah.
He's got a week off.
He's got a whole week off and he's going to be back the week after. I think that's what I understand that. But yeah, international breaks, man. It's like, and we lost our key player and we haven't replaced him. And it's one of the situations where we're relying on a 17-year-old. For me, people are saying play Kai Havertz as a 10. You only play him when you got fully fit Gabriel Jesus. If he's not fully fit, you have to play Kai Havertz up front because, like, I can't rely on a half fit Jesus. He's already shocking.
Oh, I don't think he'll play. Yeah,
and people think he won't play. So,
what would be your front six? Because obviously we know the back four does itself. Yeah. Timber, Gabriel, Saliba, White. Keeper does himself. What would be? I think Partey will get in, but we don't know. What would be your front six? So there's guarantees in there. You know Saka's gonna play. Yeah. I think that's probably the only guarantee right now. Yeah, you know Havertz will play. Yeah. Who would be your ideal front six that you think you can get a result? This is of course if you think that we're gonna go as a back four. If you think you're gonna go back four, you can change it. But what's your front six?
Yeah, back four is the same. Partey. he's gonna start. Partey played back-to-back 90 minutes.
Yeah, mental.
For Ghana.
yeah. That guy, I don't know, man.
Like, what? When I saw that, I was like, Partey playing back-to-back 90
Forget
minutes.
about that. Partey, there was a stat that came out this week. I think this is the first time in his career.
Yeah.
Forget about only Arsenal, maybe even Atletico Madrid, that he's gonna play the first 4 games for his club. He's never done it for Arsenal. Atletico Madrid never. The first 4. You know how mental that stat is.
That's
He's
crazy.
never done the first 4. Think
Wow.
about it as well. Last season he just disappeared. He played right back a couple of times and he disappeared. But sorry to cut you off. What would be
you're right, man.
What would be your front 6?
Yeah. Partey's gonna. This is if Partey's fit. Like if the plane doesn't injure him on the way back, he's on the plane, doesn't pull a hamstring while he's laying down. It like tweaks something while he's laying down. This guy tweaks everything.
He's a tweaker. He's a tweaker.
Yeah. So Partey 100% starting.
Yeah.
He won't start Jorginho and Partey.
No, impossible.
People think that Jorginho and Partey are starting together, 2 6s.
Ludicrous.
Yeah, there's no way
Ever
that's
in our
happening.
life would
Because
that
I
happen.
tend to thinking, we need guys to get up the pitch.
Yeah.
Jorginho can't get up the pitch.
Never ever in a
And
million
Partey's
years.
is not a threat. So Partey will play the lone 6, and I think the 2 guys in front is crazy.
Tough, innit? You got no one.
It
there.
is because you got no one.
Yeah.
I think this has to be the time Ethan Wanyeri plays.
Yeah.
It has to be. And I think it's one of those ones where him and Odegaard will rotate that number 10 position. And on that left side, I think he might risk it and he might just play Havertz there as well.
Mm.
And if that might be a bit too attacking, it is because
You'll have to ask Havertz to be the defensive one, kind of.
you have
And
to
help Partey.
Yeah, you have to. Well, if you've got 4 centre backs
Yeah.
playing and you've got a 6 in front,
Yeah.
and you just tell them not to push up,
Mm.
you've got 6 players or 5 players now that have got the license to push up now.
Yeah.
So you've got Wanyeri, Havertz, and then I'll play obviously Saka on the right.
Yeah.
If it's all right, if it's a Kliza, all right.
Yeah.
And then on the left, I think he will probably start Martinelli on the left.
Yeah, he will.
And I think that experience of going to White Hart Lane and actually winning, and up front, people are saying Jesus not going to be fit for that game. I think he's going to play Trossard. He's going to play Trossard up front. He's going to be one of those ones where Trossard is the type of player where he'll come deep, he'll ask for the ball deep, and I think Havertz will run in behind from him, and I think them two will rotate when it comes to him coming short, Havertz running in behind, and that's the best case scenario. And the best case scenario is if we've got Jesus fit on the bench, we've got Sterling coming on, where Martinelli head down for 60 minutes, not getting passes right back, and you put Sterling up.
Yeah.
Where I saw a video of Martinelli and Sterling training together.
Yeah, head up.
Martinelli had his head up.
Head up.
And then there's a video came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Martinelli training, he had his head down.
Head down. He's a flipping
And then
ass.
there's the amount of retweets of Arsenal fans going like that, like, oh my
One
God.
week. How long? 1 week and he changed. He's not. What's this head down stuff? I told you about it in the first video, bro. The guy, he does that.
He's got his shoulders like this now.
Hunchback.
He's got hunchback.
Mesquita.
The amount of time he looks down. But
Skin.
Martinelli, Sterling in the left wing.
Yeah, can rotate.
Arteta might go for it and play Sterling, I think.
Mm.
So Sterling, Trossard, Saka, Havertz, and Wanyeri and Partey. Very attacking. What about you?
I'd go.
Same back four.
Same back four, keeper same. Partey.
Left back, who are you playing?
Timber.
Okay.
Because I think Calafiori's injured anyway. No chance on God's green earth is Zinchenko playing. Brother, I'll play Zinchenko. That guy never playing. Against Spurs away.
Yeah.
Brother, have shame. I'd play, obviously, the same back four, Timber. Partey is a 6.
Okay.
Because he played fantastic.
Yeah.
Last year, obviously, Tottenham Stadium. I'd play Havertz right centre mid. So filling in for Odegaard, because he has played there and he does look good there.
Yeah.
So him playing on the right side. And I'd play, sounds risky and it's very, very open. I'd play Trossard on the left of the 8.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going for it.
Wow.
I'm not putting Ethan Wanyeri in. I think this game's mental to throw him in. I know you're saying it's the moment and step
Trossard's
up and
in
stuff.
the 8?
I'll put him in the 8. I'm putting Trossard in the 8.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think I could go like this, but this is what I'd like. I'd like go for it. If all your players are out, just go for it.
Yeah.
Because then you can fall back on your excuse of you didn't have your starters.
You're right.
So Trossard, Havertz, Partey. I believe they have enough to deal with them. Yeah.
Very attacking.
Left wing, Martinelli. Right wing, Saka. Up front, Sterling.
Sterling as a false 9.
False 9 burners. What I want to do, just sit back, let them just get on tools a bit, let them get excited, the crowd screaming, come on Spurs. Over
very
the top,
quick,
high
quick
line.
from free. Very quick.
Not
free.
worried, man. I don't know if Van der Veen's fit.
He is, probably is.
Is he fit? He didn't play the last, I think, game for them. Like, I think they played Romero and the other guy, Dragusin.
Yeah, Dragusin, yeah.
I don't know if he'll be fit. If he is, obviously it's a plus for them. But I just think with that high line, Martinez's got burners. Saka's got a bit of pace. And Sterling, oh my God, you know he hates Tottenham. So get them three in behind. Trossard can do the Odegaard job in terms of become a creator that day.
Yeah.
Because you know he's got that in his bag.
Yeah.
He can create.
Yeah.
And Havertz, his job is purely to help Partey. Don't worry about attacking. You can attack, but don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Just sit back and focus purely on helping Partey. Because Uncle Partey, man, I don't know, man, he might have a long 90 minutes, man, dealing with Maddison.
You know what it is? If Partey is playing that lone six, I'm not sure if Trossard and Havertz probably has a defensive, like...
It's the discipline, you are right.
Yeah.
It's risky, but...
Trossard, like, I think...
It's risky, it is risky.
Yeah,
I just think it's more trusted to put him in than Ethan Nwaneri. I think
What about even Zinchenko?
As a loan, as a first... No,
As
you know what it is?
an 8.
I think it's too early. I just don't think you test these kind of options. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Champions League when you're winning.
Yeah.
You can test a Zinchenko there, a Timber as a 6. You can do these things, but I just think against Spurs, you got to play seasoned veterans, man. You can't put Ethan Nwaneri, you can't put Zinchenko as a 6. To be honest, I'd rather not Zinchenko touch the pitch at all.
You're probably anti-Zinchenko.
Nah, I'm anti-Zinchenko, man. I got gnats out my club, man.
Wow. Bro, I like Zinchenko. I think some games where we're struggling, especially
You
low
can unlock it. Yeah, I hear that, but nah,
on
man.
the ball, for me, attacking-wise, is better than a lot of guys that we've got.
Absolutely. But I'm worried about off the ball. It's terrible. But obviously, that's our front 6. Now I want to do kind of like a combined 11 with Spurs.
Okay.
From striker all the way down to thingy. So
Yeah.
if you want to start, or do you want me to start? Or
I want to see your one, yeah.
okay, so obviously for me, again, back four sorts itself out. Raya in net, Vicario hype last season, talking about how amazing he was. Get this guy out of it.
Yeah.
Raya, top keeper, very calm, relaxed. Back four, obviously Ben White right back, better than Pedro Porro, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Back two, I'm not even going to mention them two. Gabriel Saliba, come on, that's silly.
Okay.
Van der Ven, none of these guys. You think these guys are getting into my club? Not a chance. Left back, I've actually gone Udogie over Timber.
Ooh, okay.
And the only reason I've done that is because the body of work we've seen of Udogie in the Premier League is more than what I've seen. Timber, we've seen 3 games. Fantastic, but I can't put him in because of 3 games.
Yeah, you can't.
Zinchenko's not sniffing, and Calafiori hasn't played that much. So, and I don't know who their backup left back is, but I'm putting Udogie in because the body of work he gave us was immense. 6 is controversial because you've got Partey, you've got Jorginho, you've got Basuma. I don't know who else is there, other 6s, but I'm putting Basuma as the lone 6.
Ahead of
Partey.
Wow.
I'm putting Basuma in.
Wow.
Because I think he can cover the ground well.
Yeah.
He can look after defense. Defense sorts itself out, so he can just. I like his agileness, and I like it. He was the Casado before the Casado in a way. But I just like he's a good 6 in there. He can stop transitions and stuff. I like him. He's got a bit of pace about him as well. My 2 centre mids, 2 8s is Rice and Odegaard. They're in the team. Odegaard obviously speaks for himself. Obviously, people are going to say...
Do you want to do a fully fit 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because obviously there's a lot of injured players.
All right.
There's a lot of injured players. So Rice goes in instead of Maddison.
Okay.
Because I think you need legs.
Mm-hmm.
I need 1 legs and 1 creator.
Okay.
So I put Rice in. Odegaard's going to create it for me. So the creative burden's on Odegaard.
Okay.
Front 3, I've got Saka, not even question, right wing. I've got Son in as left wing instead of Martinelli and Sterling. And as my striker, people are going to say it's quite controversial. I've got Havertz instead of Solanke. And it's controversial because of, like I said, the body of work last season. Solanke scored a mental amount of goals. Yeah. But Havertz, I think for this team, for what we need, is perfect for it. Solanke has got a lot to prove at Spurs. 65 million, it's kind of the same price, both of them, to be fair.
Yeah, both same price,
He's got a lot to prove. So, for my team, I put Havertz in because I feel as though he gels well with the attacking players. Saka, Odegaard, Rice, I understand. I've missed out some key players, Maddison, of course, Solanke. But that's my team.
Wow. That is a pretty decent team.
That team.
There's only probably make 1 or 2 changes.
Yeah.
I think David Raya in goal, guaranteed. Golden Glove. And the way he's played this season, oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
He's been the best keeper in the Premier League this season.
Yeah.
Right back, you're right, Ben White. Mr. Reliable. This guy is always like...
Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, Mr. Consistent. Ahead of Pedro Porro. Any Spurs fans, I think Pedro Porro is a better right back than White. Yeah. Get your head checked out. Right centre back, William Saliba, 1,000,000%. I think right now he's probably the best centre back in the Premier League.
Definitely.
Probably is.
Definitely.
And the style of play that I'm going to play, high line, I'm going to put Van der Ven.
Wow, left back.
I'm going to put Van der Ven as a left-sided centre back.
Oh, instead of Gabriel?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna do it. I think the way he plays, I think the composure that he has, and I think Gabriel past couple of games, bit shaky.
Yeah.
Aston Villa one where he got his feet stuck and he got a bit confused.
He has that in his game.
Like
Bozo
yeah,
G.
yeah, he's got a couple of those moments. I love him.
Yeah,
Like, top centre back. But he has those kind of moments, and he's not having a Saliba and Van der Ven at the back. Like
Mental.
you've got no chance of running in behind.
Yeah.
No chance. And I'm gonna put Udogie left back. I think obviously body of work is a lot better, and he's an actual left back compared to Timbers, like a right back / centre back, and Zinchenko's like a midfielder / left back. Calafiori is more of a centre back. I watched him for Italy.
Yeah.
He's a wicked centre
Yeah,
back.
he was unreal that game.
Yeah. And that might be a long term thing where Arteta might be playing Calafiori and Saliba.
Oh yeah. I think that's the plan. Yeah.
I think that might be the plan. So Udogie left back as a 6. I'm gonna put Rice. I'm gonna put Declan Rice in the 6.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to fit in as many attacking players as possible.
Yeah.
So Partey, no. Basuma's body of work for me hasn't been very consistent last 2 seasons. So I'm gonna put Rice there in front. Odegaard on that right hand side. I think Martin Odegaard, probably one of the best attacking midfielders in Europe. Alongside him on the left side, I'm gonna put Maddison.
Okay.
I think Maddison and Odegaard, with that chemistry that would have in front of Rice, where Rice can just sit, I think that'd be a lot. Like that'd
Very
be amazing.
attacking.
Left wing, I'm gonna put Son, Heung-min Son. I think Son as a goal threat. If we had like a Son on our team, like on the left hand side, like a Son when he's 25 playing for Arsenal, both feet would be unstoppable. Saka on the right, and I think as a proper number 9, goal scoring number 9, I put Solanke up front. Yeah, I think watching Havertz, the amount of chances that we create, Havertz is scoring goals, but he could be scoring
he should be getting hat tricks.
A lot more. And some of the shots that he has, and like he has a bit bozo moments as well. He's like a Gabriel up front.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put Solanke up front. Son, Solanke, Saka. Yeah. So I've got quite a few Spurs players.
So I've got what? I've got 3 Spurs, 8 Arsenal. So you might have 5 Spurs.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Spurs players.
Van der Ven, Udogie,
Maddison, Solanke and Son.
Solanke and Son. 5.
That's a lot of Spurs players.
I think it's like the players that we have now, especially in attacking positions, we haven't upgraded. Martinelli hasn't gotten better.
Yeah.
Son is not better. Trossard's not better than Son.
And obviously you're playing attacking, so it makes sense with the Maddison and Odegaard stuff.
That left, like Mick Cameron, we haven't seen him at all. So like we haven't got that left 8. We've declined a lot in the left 8.
Okay, fair enough. So to wrap it up, we're gonna do some predictions.
Okay.
So
I never get my predictions wrong.
How we're gonna do it is we're gonna do not primary focus, but obviously we're gonna try and get the biggest games of the week. But what we're gonna focus is on the top 6.
Okay.
So if you get the correct scoreline,
okay,
we'll kind of tally it up. I know it's 3 weeks into the season and that, but listen, who cares? We'll start late.
Yeah.
So if you get the correct scoreline, you get 2 points.
Okay.
If you get the correct winner, you only get a point.
A point. Okay.
So for example, if you say Arsenal win, you get 1. But if you say Arsenal 3-1 and it's actually 3-1, you get 3 points.
Perfect.
You understand the
Yeah.
End of the season, what we'll do, we'll think of, not yet, a forfeit.
Okay.
So there is like you dye your hair blonde or something.
Yeah, okay,
some
forfeit,
ridiculous thing. I don't know, but we'll start off. We'll basically do it by game. So we'll start off obviously with the big one, Spurs versus Arsenal. What do you think score prediction for that game will be?
They give me the toughest game at the number 1. We can't afford to lose. There's no way we're gonna lose that game.
Title, don't I? If we lose,
we're gonna probably concede.
Yeah.
2-1 Arsenal.
Okay. 2-1 Arsenal.
2-1.
I'm gonna go with. I agree. We're gonna concede. I think maybe. I just think we're definitely gonna concede. I think 3-1 Arsenal.
Think we're good enough to score 3 goals?
Yeah.
Okay. 3-1.
3-1 Arsenal. I think it won't be comfortable. It'll be like 2-1 majority of the game, and then we might nick a goal on the break. 3-1.
Okay.
So it looks better than it actually was.
Yeah. Okay.
12:30 kickoff. Southampton versus Man United.
Okay.
Man United go to Southampton. What do you think this goal will be? I'll say it first.
You say it first, yeah, it's fine.
I'm saying 2-0 United.
Against Southampton?
Yeah. They have to win. They have to win.
If they don't win that game.
Oh. No, they have to win. They have to win. I don't see them not winning.
I was going to I was going to troll, but no, I can't. I need to get as many points as possible. Man United will win, but they'll definitely concede. 3-1 United. Man United 3-1. You want them 2-0?
2-0, yeah.
Okay, 3-1. Okay.
Okay, so then we go to Anfield.
Okay.
Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest.
Oh,
This is ridiculous. So you can start off with this one.
they won't concede.
Wow.
4-0 Liverpool.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I had them as 4-0,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna change it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 3-1.
3-1. They're gonna
I
concede.
think they're gonna nick a goal.
Okay.
I think they'll nick a goal.
I think defensively now.
Yeah. I think they'll score first as well.
Nottingham
Forest.
Forest.
Yeah.
Norwich, I mean, Norwich.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Nottingham
yeah.
Forest, you say?
I think Forest. Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
score
Nottingham
first.
Yeah, I'll 4-0 Liverpool. For me, too good.
Yeah, they'll easy win now. Cruise.
Yeah.
City Brentford. What do you think the
Alright.
score line on City Brentford will be? It's obviously Etihad 3:00 kickoff.
Yeah. I did my prediction last time, so your time to go first this time.
4. City concede 4-1.
You got everyone conceding today.
No, City do concede a lot.
Yeah.
Like, they always concede. They concede against Ipswich.
I think this time is gonna be the time they keep a clean sheet.
Mm.
They've only got 1 clean sheet in 3 games.
Yeah.
3-0 City. 3-0.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
And then to wrap it up, Bournemouth versus Chelsea. Obviously, this is Bournemouth at home. I think this is a 5:30 kickoff. I don't know exactly. I think maybe 7:00 kickoff on a
Sunday?
Saturday. No, I think on a Saturday.
On Saturday,
I think on a Saturday.
Okay. I think these are going to be one of those games where it's going to be a lot of goals. Chelsea got crazy front six.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, they beat Everton 3-2. They scored 3 goals in from the 85th minute. They scored 2 goals plus 95th minute. 3-3.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it'll be a lot of goals.
My score's quite similar to that. I said 3-2 to Chelsea.
Okay.
I think it'll be the best game of the weekend in terms of scores.
Yeah.
The highest scoring game.
Yeah.
I just think Chelsea will win. I
Okay.
think that they have to win as well. I think they'll do enough to win.
Yeah.
Like you said, the top 6 is mental. Even with the injuries or not,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I think they'll just edge it. I think it'll be a great game.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
I don't know if Cole Palmer plays because he is injured. I don't know if that injury
Yeah.
is real, but
No, he's not injured, mate. He's not injured.
yeah, but
He'll be fully fit and ready for that game.
and he'll probably get a hat trick. He'll be involved a lot with that game.
Yeah, he will.
Madueke as well is in the form of his life. He got an
Yeah.
assist for Kane
Yeah, he has, yeah.
against Finland. But yeah, those are our score lines. Obviously, at the end of it, like I said, at the end of the season, we'll do a forfeit. Every week we'll update,
Yeah.
as in what we got the previous week. So, for example, how many points we got, how many points you're behind, how many points I'm behind.
Yeah.
If there's a week, for example, you're not here or I'm not here, we still will get the scores
Yeah.
with you, and then we'll just tally up and just let them
Perfect.
know how it is.
Yeah.
And then, hopefully you guys can help us in terms of forfeits, what we should do,
Yeah, in the comments, guys.
what
yeah.
we should kind of like challenge for ourselves.
And
the forfeit should be the
nothing
same.
crazy as well.
Nothing mental,
Yeah,
yeah.
a bit reasonable that we can actually do.
No, but if they say go blonde hair, you have to go blonde hair.
Yeah, but if they say like run naked down.
No, see, that's
Emirates Stadium or
we have to go
something.
to prison.
Yeah, you can't. Something that's legal.
something that's
Something that's
legal.
actually reasonable.
Maybe going to that's kind of dead. I was gonna say go to a game
Putting
with
a Spurs top on or something.
some say you might have done that before.
I don't know. Okay, allegations again.
Some say you might have,
Yeah.
but no, I'll say something reasonable
Okay.
where obviously we both can do.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like first one's blonde hair, blonde beard, blonde eyebrows,
That's a lot.
Or blue hair.
I think hair is alright. Just the hair color.
blue hair or something.
Yeah.
And then so I don't know. Anyway, let us know in the comments obviously
Yeah.
what you guys think in terms of what we should do in terms of forfeits. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. Obviously we spoke about Laughlin and Derby and predictions and other
Can't
derbies and stuff. And obviously hopefully we get the result against Spurs on the weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously let us know what you guys think of it today. Like, comment, subscribe. Obviously thank you for all the support that we've been getting for the last few videos. Obviously we'll keep it consistent every week.
I think
And
close to 100 subscribers as well.
Very close to 100 subscribers. Make sure you subscribe, share it. Obviously, follow us on all social accounts as well. Obviously, I'll put it on the screen again. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.
Peace and love.